Hey guys, BriarRabbit here, and today I want to talk about hooking up an Xbox One to your gaming headset. So I've got a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm going to do this in 3 parts. This first part is going to be about wiring. The second part is going to be about the Xbox One software, and I'll show you how to set everything up in their software. And the third part is what we can hope for and what needs to be improved on both the Xbox One and by gaming headset manufacturers. So the first thing I want to talk about is chat. Right now, there is no way to get your microphone on your gaming headset to work with the Xbox One. There are a couple workarounds you can use. Both of them aren't exactly optimal, but you know, they do work. So every Xbox One comes with this guy. This is the chat headset, and it plugs directly into your controller. And what I can do, or what you can do, is just wear this guy around your neck with the microphone pointing up toward your mouth and use that for chat. The other thing you can do is actually use the Kinect for chat, and that might be a lot more convenient for some of you, although it does seem to pick up a lot more kind of room noise, you know, if you got dogs walking around clicking their toenails on the floor or babies crying or whatnot. So there are ways to get around this, but neither one of them are optimal. What we're hoping for, and what Microsoft has said they are going to do, is actually release a chat adapter, so an Xbox One headset adapter that will replace this little guy here. It'll plug in to this little proprietary port on the Xbox One controller and allow you to plug in a 2.5 or 3.5 millimeter jack from your headset to your Xbox One controller. Very similar to how it worked on the Xbox 360. That is expected in early 2014. Until then, we're just stuck with kind of these workarounds. However, you can hear chat and hear game audio with gaming headsets, and the Xbox does this kind of in a weird way. There's only really 2 options for getting sound out of the Xbox One, and they're both digital. So you can either use the HDMI cable or an optical cable. So these optical cables look like this. Some people call them toss links, some people call them fiber optic cables, but basically you see that little light going through and there's a digital signal being carried over that light. That goes from the Xbox One right into your mix amp if you have a mix amp by any manufacturer. All the manufacturers call them different things, but basically they're the same thing. And it just plugs right into there. That allows the digital audio from the Xbox One to go to your mix amp. Another way you can do this is to plug an HDMI cable from your Xbox One, obviously, to your TV. Then let your TV do the mixing for you. So if you have RCA Jacks, you can see these guys here. A lot of audio headsets, gaming headsets, you'll see these hookups here, these RCA hookups. Sometimes these will be black and red, usually they're white and red like this. A lot of TVs have a audio output, and what they'll actually do is take the digital audio input from your Xbox and mix that into an analog output that you can then plug your headset into and use for gaming headsets. So if your TV supports this, or even if you have a receiver or some other device that does this for you, then you can still use these RCA Jacks. But right now, well, I don't see this happening ever, but the Xbox One does not support analog audio. So that's going to do it for wiring. If you guys got any questions, put them down in the comments. I'll try and answer them as best as I can. But next, let's go to the system software, and I'll show you guys how to set that up. Okay, guys, here we are inside the Xbox One software, and we want to get to settings. So what I'm going to do is hit the menu button, go to settings, and that'll open it up for us. Now we're going to go over to display and sound. We're going to go over to here to digital audio, and you'll see that we have really very few options here. So if we want to go through our TV using RCA Jacks, you're going to want to click on HDMI audio, and you're probably going to want to hit this stereo uncompressed option here. Now, with the optical audio, this is what you'll use if you have something like a mix amp that will allow a digital optical connection to be made. You're going to want to click into here and either select Dts Digital Surround or stereo uncompressed. Now, a warning about DTS Digital Surround. Very, very few headsets support this. And to be honest with you, I'm a little disappointed with Microsoft here for not having a Dolby Digital option in here. I don't know why they didn't do it. I don't know if it's a licensing issue, which it could be, or if they just don't have the software ready. But what this basically means is that most people who have gaming headsets are going to be stuck just using this stereo uncompressed. And that's really disappointing. So let's exit out of there, and while I talk about what I would like to see, I'm going to play a little gameplay in the background. Alright guys, I'm back, and I've got a little Killer Instinct gameplay for you. I'm having a good time with this game. I'm not very good at it, so a little bit of a warning, you're not going to see any expert gameplay here. So what I want to talk about is what we need from Microsoft and what we need from gaming headset manufacturers to make this experience much better. Now, first of all, Microsoft. Why there is not Dolby Digital, I don't know. I mean, that is a standard at this point, and it should be included in just about anything. Every other device that has sound coming from it supports Dolby Digital. And I'm not sure if it's a licensing issue or they just didn't have the software available at launch, but I'm sure that they can fix this, and they need to, because almost all gaming headsets require Dolby Digital to get surround sound. Stereo is just not going to cut it. The other thing is, I'm not sure why Microsoft does not have this Xbox One headset adapter out yet. This is necessary. The way they built the controller with that proprietary port is anti-gamer, it's anti-consumer, and they need to fix it, and they need to fix it soon. They had this thing working great on the Xbox 360. The way the 360 worked was great. It was the standard. Everybody liked it, and there was no reason that they had to change it like this, except to try and sell their own products, their own hardware, their own software. And it's a real bummer for gamers. So I'm not real happy with Microsoft about this. Now, I also want to talk a little bit to the gaming headset manufacturers about DTS. I don't see why that you guys haven't included DTS with these headsets. I understand that you have to pay a licensing fee, and you probably have to put a chip in there. I'm not even sure, actually, if you have to actually put different hardware to get DTS to work with gaming headsets, or if it's just a software fix. But you know, we want it. We want it as consumers because, you know, it's the best audio option out there, especially for watching movies. And a lot of Blu-rays don't even include a Dolby Digital option anymore. They're just DTS. It's either stereo or DTS. And while these things are labeled as gaming headsets, a lot of people use them for much more than that. Me included. I use it to watch movies. I use it to listen to music. And of course, I use it for gaming. And I think it's time to start supporting more formats, to understand that these people who bought a $300 headset want more than just, you know, a specific, very limited set of features. And DTS is one of those features that I think should be widely supported by anybody who's using digital cabling for a headset. I mean, these are expensive items at this point, and I think it's very necessary. So that's going to do it for my rant here. I think things can be improved, but it's going to require both Xbox and gaming headsets to get better at what they do. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.